Hey, welcome back to Living 757, and I believe things are getting a little heavy around here, Patricia, okay?
Yes, they are.
Look, like there are times where being called fat is offensive, but not when you're a part of Team Fat Kid Food Truck, who recently competed for $50,000 in the Great Food Truck Race, airing on Food Network. So I'd like to welcome to the show local chefs Jason Forsey, Alex Carr, and also Jacob Dooley. How you guys doing?
Yes,
How are you?
welcome,
Good.
guys. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Yeah,
We're doing great.
Good. Well, we are doing great. Congratulations on the Food Network appearance, and you guys are based in Virginia Beach, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell us what the idea is behind Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
All right. Basically, the basic concept is everybody's got a fat kid inside of them. You know, we have a love of meat. It's just every day's a cheat day. You know, you got to get it when you can. Your cheat day might be ice cream. It could be, a cheeseburger. But everybody has a cheat day.
And I love that you just say that we have a cheat day, because sometimes we are hard on ourselves, and we don't want to cheat. But yes, when it comes to hamburgers, it's delicious. So I have the chance to try them. But let's talk a little bit about your signature burgers, if you can describe them all.
Do you want to go, Alex?
I got it, yeah. So our signature burger is the 40-30-30 burger. And it's 40% chuck meat, 30% ribeye, and 30% bacon ground into the patty. We do a double grind, so we actually grind it twice so we get it nice and soft. You don't want your burger to be too firm. Very important. We also have the 50-50 burger, which is 50% bacon and 50% chuck. But our claim to fame and our baby is definitely the 40-30-30.
Nice.
I am sitting here right now, and I have a small heartburn. But that is awesome. Look at that. You guys put a stamp on the bun?
Yeah, we brand the bun with our logo. Well, wrong side.
Yeah, right there.
That is crazy. And it doesn't I'm assuming these buns are nicely, compact, because sometimes you put a stamp on something, it sinks right through it.
You'd be surprised. They're pretty fluffy.
Nice fluffy dough. Wow, that is amazing. And y'all, you came up with this idea. And do you ever have any of the health conscious people come up to your truck and say, you guys need to be more responsible?
We've had a couple of people like that, a couple, but I guess we kind of laugh them off in good fun. We're definitely not the health conscious people. We're not.
So what is that one? That hamburger that we just saw on the screen.
I believe that was the Firebird. It is our signature sauce. We call it the 13th level of hell sauce. It's got 13 different peppers in it. We roast them all, and then so we deep fry a boneless, skinless chicken thigh.
And that's what I want to get to the sauce, because that sauce is just from you guys. It's homemade, and it's specifically from Team Fat, right?
Yes. We roast all the peppers, we put them in a blender, and that's basically it.
So how people eat a hamburger? Because
it's not for the faint of heart, I'll tell you that.
When they end up doing the hamburger, Quincy, it looks like this. So it's really it's really hard to get a bite. So how people do, because it was hard for me. Let me tell you.
Hey guys, talk real quick about your podcast, because you also have a very interesting podcast.
Okay, that was Dooley. That was all Dooley's idea.
Yeah, that was actually my idea to start it and everything. When we first started, I was like, it's free.
It is not free.
It's
okay. so it all started out, being Team Fat Kid, hanging out on Sundays. We were, be smoking meats or cooking something that takes an extremely long amount of time. And we would all just be hanging out, talking. And Dooley was like, we should make a podcast, because we'll be in there, we'll crack ourselves up all day.
One thing that we usually say all the time is why are we not recording this?
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I come up with the idea.
We name of the pod. There it is. They're nice.
Look at what I have here. I know I had to say thank you so much for my gift. I'm gonna show it. Look at this.
Oh, nice.
And it's sharp. Yes, thank you so much, guys. This is amazing. And we want to invite everyone to follow you on Facebook, on Twitter. Here is the account. And you guys are amazing. And the food is so delicious. So once again, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you for having us.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Yeah, Team Fat Kid Food Truck. Now, let's do a quick transition because, let's change gears from food to food for thought. Bring Ashley back in here because, Ashley, you stumbled across some info that kind of blew your mind. Like, I was blown away by the peppers and stuff that they had. But what blew your mind and led to this Mandela Effect thing?
So basically, I like to read to Adrian every night before bed, and I was buying him some Halloween books. Completely normal, whatever. One of the books came, and it was the Berenstain Bears Trick or Treat, like their Halloween edition book. And I'm looking, and I'm like, Berenstain? That's not how it's spelled, first of all.
Yeah.
So I Googled because I thought I was going nuts, and apparently it's a thing, like a big thing called the Mandela Effect.
Okay.
And basically, different people remember things very differently than they are now. So I remembered Berenstain being spelled Stein at the end, but
Right, that's Nelson Mandela right there. Yeah.
yes, but it's apparently spelled Stain, Stain, and the people who wrote the book, their last name is Berenstain. So this is kind of what we're talking about, but let's bring Nick in because Nick has a very different perspective than I do.
So
What's up, guys?
Nick is the editor of Living 757. And Nick, you and Ashley, y'all have had some arguments in the writer's room, and we had to have a segment dedicated to this. I'm going to just let y'all sit back and I'm going to just have a ball. So y'all just talk.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have a slight difference of opinion on this one because Ashley, to be fair, there are tons of people on both sides of the aisle on this thing.
Yeah.
So I happen to be on the side I just remember these things wrong, and Ashley's on the side of no, I remember them exactly right. So we have a little, because some of them, I will say, some of them I do remember differently too. But like Berenstain, it really was always A and I, and
It was not.
It was.
It was not, because me and all the smartest people I know remember it being EIN.
I gotcha. Well,
it was Berenstain or Berenstain. It was never Berenstain.
We're going to have to call all the psychiatrists and scientists and let them know that they're wrong because they didn't contact Ashley and her friends.
Fact. They're so wrong. So basically, it's called the Mandela Effect because there's a disconnect.
Yeah, so it got started because of Nelson Mandela. Years ago, he passed away in 2013, and there were a lot of people who were like, I thought Nelson Mandela died in prison, and then people were like, no, he just passed away. So that's how it all got started, and then it snowballed into all this other stuff, like the Berenstain Bears, and I think we had one of the peanut butter.
Yeah,
that one's weird.
That Jif was never Jiffy.
I've always remembered as Jif. I never remember Jiffy ever.
Well, you're also a youngin.
So hold up. So Ashley, you agree that it was Jiffy, and Nick, you're saying that it was always Jif.
It's always been Jif. That I exclusively eat that peanut butter. I have eaten that peanut butter my entire life. Jif Creamy. It's always been Jif. JIF.
I remember Jif, but
I think you're thinking of
Jif
Jif Pop, which is popcorn.
I have to be honest. We never bought name brand stuff. Our stuff was off brand, so it could have been.
Okay. Well, let's go through some more of these because there are a lot of them, and a lot of people remember them very differently. Yeah. Pikachu, I remember the dark end of the tail, but
I think the reason for that one is because later on, shout out to all my Pokemon nerds out there. Later on, there was another Pokemon called Pichu who does have the black at the end of his tail, but Pikachu always just had the brown.
Okay, I'll take that.
Oscar Mayer and
this
Oscar
one this one I'm not as like set on as like the Berenstain Bears, but for a girl who watched Disney movies hundreds of times, I swear the line in Snow White is not magic mirror on the wall. It's mirror on the wall.
I promise it's magic mirror. I promise it is.
No.
I remember being a kid and watching that movie. I remember being a kid. I had it I had the VHSs, the great Disney VHSs, and it was Magic Mirror. I promise.
And
you both are hilarious.
George had a tail.
All right, that one I'll give you because that's one of the ones a long time ago when I first heard about this that I thought he did too, but
I can literally picture him in his little yellow raincoat with his yellow rain hat, and his tail was sticking out the back and looped at the end. Like I can see it. It's crazy. And basically the theory, guys, is that somewhere back in the day, people were living in two different dimensions, and between 86 and 94, these dimensions converged. And that's why people remember things two very different ways, because nobody's completely wrong.
The Mandela Effect.
The Mandela Effect is what this is called.
And
Now,
who knows? If they ever prove multiverse theory, maybe that will actually have some validity to it.
Wow. Well, that was very, very, very entertaining to hear you two go at it. I consumed like 4 popcorn kernels. But thank you, Nick, for chiming in and providing a little bit of clarity about this false memory. But what's more entertaining, we got Chris Keys coming back. So you guys stick with us because we're not done yet. We'll be right back.